Welcome to part 21 of my walkthrough for The Last of Us. This is a walkthrough played on grounded difficulty. It's a no damage guide where I obtain all the collectibles. The university chapter has a bunch of collectibles to pick up. In this section alone there are 11 collectibles total to pick up, as well as 2 optional conversations. It's not a very hard section in the game though. However, some of the collectibles are easy to miss, like the first one for example. We have to turn around and go all the way back to the end of the screen, and we will find one of the comic books for Ellie, which is sitting on this car.
What kind of name is Callus anyways?
Not my fault you forgot to ask Tommy his name.
So here it is. The first
Ellie.
comic book,
I found another one of them comics you've been reading.
or actually the first collectible in this chapter. Now let's go turn around and head inside the university. Eastern Colorado University. I've never been there, but it's a pretty big campus apparently. I don't know if the creators actually travel to the locations of these colleges and things like that to actually get a sense of what they were like, but it would be pretty cool if they did.
None of these buildings look like a mirror.
Before we move forward, there's just a few pills to pick up here, behind this blue car. It's actually a plant, so there we go. And now we're going to turn around to obtain the new weapon, the flamethrower, as well as go and collect the second collectible in the game, which is a file. So we just have to go up through here. So we'll leave Callus and Ellie for a bit. There are a lot of little parts to pick up in this garage, so pick them up. Here's the flamethrower. It could come in handy for when you encounter the bloater here, but I really don't think I'm going to use it. However, I'm going to save it up, and instead I'm going to use a few Molotov cocktails to get the job done, since I've got enough items to create 3 extra Molotov cocktails, and I've already 3 Molotov cocktails at my disposal, so it seems wiser than to waste the flamethrower, but the flamethrower works just as nicely. Okay, just a few upgrades. Let's pick up some more parts, and there's also pills here. Here they are, and a few more parts. So let's get that second collectible. It's on this floor. Go through the door. I'm not going to read this collectible because it's just very long, but it essentially talks about everyone that passed through the gate to the inside of the university, and it's just the security guard, the sniper, commenting on everything that they got inside. So now we're going to listen to the first optional conversation in this chapter, which is you just have to pass by that big golden ram sign. Bighorn, sorry.
You guys were like some idol worshippers.
When it came to sports,
The big ram sign, the golden ram sign is a high school team in the US. Not, this is a different one. And yes, Joel is right that people in college, people who are part of the football team or whatever, are considered gods, both in high school and in college. Obviously, I did not attend an American high school or college, but based on my trips there, it does seem to be the case, and it's a shame that sometimes really talented people lose their scholarships in favor of athletes, but I don't think. But that's just my personal feelings on the matter, so it doesn't really matter. So that was the third collectible, the Firefly Pendant, as you saw. The fourth collectible is right inside here. However, first I'm going to take care of the infected in this area, and then I'll get the collectible.
Yes, I don't want
There are 5 infected in this room.
jerry-rig this thing.
What I'm going to do is use a couple of arrows to dispose of the 2 runners that are moving around, and then I'm just going to stealth approach the other runners inside the room, since they don't move, and just choke them out. So it really shouldn't be very complicated. The first one you can see already through there. If for some reason you don't have arrows at this point, you can just go, move very slowly, approach the runner and stealth killer. Just make sure that you remain in hiding, otherwise she will spot you. Here's there it is, the other infected that just walks around. I'm gonna choke it out. I'm gonna use an arrow. Hopefully this arrow doesn't break. Even if it does, it's not a problem, because you can find an arrow in grounded difficulty in this chapter, and I got pretty much the maximum amount of arrows anyway. So now we're just going to choke these ones out. Just approach them slowly and you won't have a problem. They really don't move. Unless you cause some big noise, they won't really come to inspect or anything, so just approach them slowly and you'll be able to choke them out without a problem. And there's actually 6 infected in this room, and they're all women too. So there's the 2 runners that are walking around, and then there's 4 that just remain still in the same position. I've always wondered if these infected that, you know, remain still, if they're like somehow still have some sort of senses left in them, and if they're trying to like prevent the parasite from, or the fungus actually, not the parasite, the fungus from acting out and invading their brain or something. Because it just seems weird to me that they would remain still and just allows Joel to approach them and kill them. So let's turn on the generator. And now we're going to go down and pick up collectible number 4. Don't think there's anything to pick up here. I only had to use 1 arrow since the other one didn't break, which is awesome. And I'm going to regain that arrow, since later on in this chapter, a little bit further on, we will be able to find an extra arrow. And if you're playing in the easiest difficulties, then you'll find 2 arrows, I believe. And I'm glad that they fixed Ellie's glitch. For those of you who played the PlayStation 3 version or watched my hard mode walkthrough for the PlayStation 3 version, there was a glitch in the game where Ellie's model got completely deformed. Like, she had like her arms sticking out of her mouth and her legs were completely extended. She had a huge neck. It was clearly a glitch, and it was really, really freaky. I felt bad for Carlos to have to carry that thing on its back, but apparently they fixed it for the remastered version, so that's good. So up here we'll find the 5th collectible, which is a Firefly Pendant. Here it is. Some pills and some parts, and there's nothing else to pick up here, so we can move forward. The 6th collectible is close by. Let's just jump here. And it's in this direction.
Monkeys? Yeah, a whole mess of them.
Monkeys in the middle of Colorado. I don't think that's very common, but if there's someone out there from Colorado, you can let me know. They're probably monkeys that just escaped from the Firefly Research Center. I'm coming 1 floor upstairs. It's actually, I have to leave through here and cross to the other side. There we go. pick up some parts here, and there's a collectible here which will allow us to increase our health, I believe, a little bit. Not that it matters because this is a no damage walkthrough, so I don't plan on taking any damage, but keep it because, like I said, they come in handy. Plus it's not like you gain anything from doing a no damage run, it's just for fun really, and to make the game more challenging. So that's everything here. Let's why can't I jump out? That's annoying. Let's try again. Come on. Oh, finally. For some reason I was getting stuck there. So let's go back down. Now we are about to enter a little bit of a tricky section in the game, in this chapter. It's not very hard really, but it can be tricky. Before we do that, however, there's an optional conversation here as well by that Firefly symbol, so let's approach it.
See it.
This is good. First sign of fireflies.
So yeah, that's the conversation. So let's turn around, and now we will go through here. Here we go. We're going to leave Ellie and Carlos behind for a little bit. First things first, let's get the seventh collectible in this chapter, and it's located right over there on the desk. It's a map of the university. So there we go. And now we're going to go straight upstairs to pick up the 8th collectible in this chapter, which is a diary of one of the students. Apparently they were stranded here. I got the maximum amount of, I don't need any more handkerchiefs, I guess. So the collectible is in the drawer to the right, in this one. There we go. It's the student's journal, and she essentially talks about the first few months after the infection, and how they were kind of like just trying to survive in the university. I wonder how long they survived for. Jewel has the same thought actually, but it might be possible that the Fireflies came to make this place their base, and they actually, the surviving students joined the ranks of the Fireflies, or they ended up becoming infected. This place is pretty degraded. There are a few parts in this drawer, so let's pick them up. And now we are about to hit a little bit of a difficult section in the game. Not that difficult if you know a strategy to deal with it. What I'm going to do, there's a bloater. We're going to jump down and there's going to be a bunch of bloaters and clickers. What I'm going to do is use a bottle to draw their attention, get them all close, and then I'm going to throw cocktail molotovs at them and just watch them burn. Since this is grounded, I imagine that I will need at least 2 cocktail molotovs to finish off the bloater. I could use the flamethrower, but I'm not gonna waste it. So just wait until that clicker moves inside that room, and then we're going to cause some noise. The reason why it's crucial for you to kill the bloater is because the bloater actually has a Firefly Pendant, the 9th collectible in this chapter. So you need to mandatorily kill it in order to obtain the pendant. So like I said, let's use the bottle. Let's wait for them to start getting close, the bloater's getting close, and now I'm gonna throw the first cocktail molotov. Watch them burn. You do need to watch out for the projectiles that the bloater throws, but since he doesn't know where you are, you really don't need to worry. Another molotov cocktail, and hopefully the bloater dies soon. I can throw another one though, just in case. Now he's dead for sure. Oh, there's still a clicker. Well, he's going to burn anyway. There we go. And we really don't need to worry about Molotov cocktails, because I think that if I let like the bloater burn, 2 Molotov cocktails would have been enough, but it's better to be safe than sorry. If you've been following my walkthrough, you probably have more than enough resources to make as many Molotov cocktails as you want, so you should be good. And here is the Firefly Pendant, like I said. Apparently this bloater was a firefly. That's kind of gruesome to think about. There is an arrow to pick up here, and some supplies to pick up in this drawer. Not in this one, in the next one, I think. It might be in the next room now that I think about it. There's a drawer with some tape and a pair of scissors. I think it's this one. Yep, there we go. Scissors, tape, awesome. There's an arrow, so as you saw, it's like we didn't waste any arrows in this chapter. And I think that does it for the collectibles in this, for the items to pick up in this area. So, oh, they dropped. Sometimes, yeah, do check the clickers' bodies, because for some reason they have flamethrower ammo, so sometimes, not always. So pick that up. And now we're going to move upstairs to obtain the 10 collectible in this chapter, which is an article of a newspaper. And then there's only, before this segment ends, I'm just going to pick up one more collectible close to the end. So this is really the only hard section in this segment. From here on out, you won't be encountering more infected in the university, I believe. Let's just pick up this file, a newspaper clipping. So pretty much the government gave up on a lot of people. That's probably not as far from reality as we think, but nonetheless, it seems that the students in the college were pretty much left to fend off for themselves. Hopefully some of them made it, or rather they might just be the clickers that we encountered downstairs, but oh well, let's be positive and think that some of them made it. So now all we need to do is move forward. I don't think there's anything to pick up anymore, so let's move out of here and move towards the Firefly camp.
Hey, what happened in there?
More infected, I'm fine.
Here, come open the gate.
Let's open the gate. We have to drag generator all the way, and then Joel will automatically set up the cords. Now let's activate it. One, two, one more.
Let's try the gate.
Ha! You did it!
Yeah, go on through.
So that wasn't that bad.
Scoot.
Those clickers. You think they were fireflies?
No. No, I don't think so.
No, I personally
But they
think that they
haven't
were
fed
college
samples to the lab.
students.
Well, Bill used them as a form of defense. Maybe they're doing the same.
Yeah, you could see that.
Well, why would they leave a bunch of clickers and a bloater in their basement? That makes
No guards.
doesn't make that much sense,
No,
but oh well.
nothing.
So a few items
I'd
to
expect
pick
to
up
see
here,
someone by now.
and the 11th
so.
collectible in this chapter. Let's pick up this bottle right here. Comes in handy for sure.
Scooch.
Every one of these tents has something to pick up, I believe, even on grounded difficulty, so inspect all of them. Some more parts. Always come in handy.
Get you on back.
And I believe it's the last tent that has the Firefly Pendant. Some more parts, nice.
Well, scoot.
Some more parts, awesome.
Well,
And now I
scoot.
believe it's the last one that has the Firefly Pendant. Yeah, it's the one to the right, I think. This one doesn't have anything, so let's go to the other one, where the Firefly
been to one
Pendant
of
is
these?
located.
What, university?
Yeah.
No, not as a student, at least.
Why not?
So here it is, the 11th
I had
collectible,
Sarah
a
when I was
Firefly
pretty
Pendant.
young. For a while.
Yeah, Joel was 28 when the
Too much.
catastrophe hit. Sarah's like what? She's at least
Let's go.
10 at the very least, so I would imagine that Joel was no older than 18 when he had Sarah. She might have been an accident. I wouldn't be surprised if he had Sarah when he was even younger, actually, because Sarah looks older than 10.
Yeah, that looks like a way in. Alright, not what I had in mind, but it'll do.
I'd actually say that Sarah would be like 12, so Joel would have been 16 when he had her. That's rough. A teenage dad, I guess. I wonder about the mother. Apparently she wasn't around. 16 and pregnant, as they say. So that's going to do it for this episode, my friends. On the next episode we're going to explore the Firefly's laboratory. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Take care.
Alright, we're inside. Come on, kiddo, give me your hand.
Thanks. Let's look around.